Well, everyone, I will definitely tell you as soon as the iPhone 14s come out, a lot of people are going to be flocking to pick those devices up, but there are still a ton of old iPhones that I would highly recommend to continue buying. And honestly, if you own one of these, I probably wouldn't upgrade to the iPhone 14s, except for probably the iPhone 10. Now, this iPhone is a very good iPhone. I'm a humongous fan of this. If you currently own this iPhone, I would be in the middle. If you want to upgrade to the 14s, go for it. If based on all the rumors, those are going to be pretty good phones. But I will say, if you own an iPhone that is older than an iPhone 10 and you still are currently using it, things even like an iPhone 8, but 7 Plus, 6S Plus, if you're fine with those iPhones, I would recommend keeping them. But with an iPhone 10, you are getting a beautiful display, great build quality, pretty decent performance. Is not, the best performing phone of all time, pretty decent cameras, all in a package of about $250. So because of that, this makes this a really decent deal for pretty much everything you're going to be doing in your life. Now, like I said, it's not perfect, but it gets the job done, and I think for the price tag, it's actually a pretty good phone. Now, this does actually bring us to the next device, which is the iPhone XR. Now, personally, this iPhone has been having really weird issues recently, but I will say this is still a really good iPhone for the most part. I mean, very similar to the iPhone 10 in terms of the build, no frosted glass back or anything, but you're still getting a really good display, a bigger display on this one than the iPhone 10. And funny enough, this is actually being sold in the used market for about the same price as the iPhone 10. So if you wanted a pretty good iPhone at a pretty good price tag, this is a solid option. You're getting a 6.1-inch IPS panel, so not an OLED, but you're still getting a newer chipset on this phone than the iPhone 10, an Apple A12 Bionic chip, 3 GB of RAM, and really anything I've done with this iPhone has been great. I played lots of big intensive games like Genshin Impact on here, and it's been a pretty good performing device. The camera on this thing is still pretty decent, 4K at 60 on the back, 1080p at 60 on the front, and this is still a really good iPhone. I would probably recommend most people to buy as well. Now the next one is actually the iPhone 11. This is, kind of similar to the iPhone XR, but it is probably one of the best phones you can buy still. Apple's currently selling it for $499. I'm pretty sure they're going to discontinue it in the brand new market. And this iPhone is a beautiful iPhone as well. So the same 6.1-inch IPS panel on this one, so nothing really has changed that much. The build quality is still very, very good. Glass on the back with that dual camera setup, that's probably one of the best advantages of this iPhone. It's a very fast performing phone with its Apple A13 Bionic chip, 4 GB of RAM as well. So this iPhone, theoretically speaking, is still a very good performing iPhone. And I'm not too sure what the iPhone 14s are going to be bringing, but they could have 4 GB of RAM for the base models as well. Who knows? But this is still one of the best performing phones for the price tag as well. And finally, one of my favorite phones of all time, the iPhone 11 Pro. This is easily probably one of the best iPhones I've ever used, and this is probably one of the older iPhones I would probably recommend buying as well. I mean, this thing is probably costing about like $400, maybe less than that in the used market. Very good display, tremendous build quality, great battery life, great cameras as well, and it'd be better if you get the 11 Pro Max, because that iPhone is theoretically going to be giving you probably the best performing, performance and battery life than all of these phones. So that's pretty much how to kind of sum it up. Those are some old iPhones you should probably still buy. If you have any other, questions or concerns, then let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.